Okay, so for today's session in IoT, we are going to see your unit number 5, right, in your syllabus, and that is basically an application building with IoT. So we have the topics that is going to be covered in this chapter. I'm going to read those topics, that is application related to food, healthcare, then laboratory maintenance, water quality, warehouse, retail, driver assistance, collision impact, right? So these are the topics that need to be covered in the unit number 5, right? But basically from the very first chapter and from the introduction of this subject, we are very much familiar to the applications of this IoT, right? Now these are the topics that is going to be covered in our unit, but there are lots and lots of field in which the IoT works nowadays, right? So first of all, we need to know that how this IoT will work, right? So basically IoT is not the result of single novel technology, but it's in several complementary technology or technical development that provides capability to taken together help and to bridge the gap between the virtual and the physical world, right? So basically the things that what we are doing physically, right, that is going to be held in virtual world with the help of this IoT, that is Internet of Things, right? So the things or the capabilities may include, these are the points what we are going to see today, is communication and cooperation, second addressability, identification, sensing, um, acquisitions, embedded informations, localization, and user interfaces, right? Now, coming to the next slide, that is how this IoT works. So basically, it uses some RFID, then sensors. It's a connection of all of this, like smart tech and nanotech. So basically, this RFID is used to identify and track the data of the things, right? In whatever the application, this RFID is used, that will create a data. So for tracking of that particular data of particular things, RFID is used. Sensor, it's used to collect and process the data whatever and from which application it has to be generated, and to detect the changes into the physical status of the things. Third is smart tech, that is to enhance the power of this network by devolving processing and capabilities of different part of the network. And fourth is nanotech, that is to make the smaller and smaller things have the ability to connect and to interact, right? So these are the points, these are the basic thing that with the help of this network or connectivity, a whole IoT system will work. Right, quickly we are going to complete this quickly, because we have already seen this into the introduction part and in the unit number 1 or 2. Okay, next is the structure of IoT. Here, this can be viewed in a gigantic network that consists of various devices, computers connected through a series of intermediate technologies or numerous technologies like RFIDs, right? So these are the combination of whole things. Several things that has been used into the structure, that is tagging thing, filling thing, shrinking, and thinking thing, right? So tagging is all about the real-time item traceability and addressability by RFID, right? जो रियल टाइम में काम करते हैं, जो आइटम्स कनेक्टेड है विद द सिस्टम, उनको टैग करने के लिए और ट्रेस और एड्रेसेबिलिटी करने के लिए इसका इस्तेमाल होता है. अब फीलिंग थिंग्स की बात करें तो ऑब्वियसली सेंसर की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. तो सेंसर act as a primary devices to collect data from the environment. ठीक है, फिजिकल वर्ल्ड टू वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड में जो भी डेटा ट्रांसफर होगा या फिर डेटा कलेक्ट होगा फ्रॉम द फिजिकल वर्ल्ड, राइट, दैट इज डिपेंड ऑन द sensor, and that has to be collected from the sensors, right? Next is shrinking thing. Now This is related to the nano part, that is the smallest part of this or smallest thing, right? So nanotechnology have proved the ability of smaller things to interact and connect within the things or the smart devices, right? छोटी छोटी devices या छोटी छोटी things हैं उनको एक network में connect कर रहे हैं, and that too it will give chance to interact with those things or smart devices, that is ultimately called shrinking things. And next is thinking things, that is embedded intelligence in device which through sensors that form the network connection to the internet, and it may be the things realizing the intelligent control, right? The things that is connected into the network have been taking its own decisions or developing itself like in an intelligent manner, right? So basically it's of thinking part that the whole IoT structure will consist of. Now let us see the current situations and the future prospect of IoT. So basically, this IoT is connected. I mean, it's related to the whole field, right? सारे fields में IoT का इस्तेमाल ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हो रहा है, और some of the fields हैं कि जिनमें नहीं हो रहा, लेकिन उस पे research work started है अभी भी, right? So यहाँ पे दिखाया है world population और connected devices कितने हैं, right? स्टैटिस्टिकल एक एनालिसिस है, उसका ग्राफ दिया है. सो हियर कोट इज देयर, चेंज इज द ओनली थिंग परमानेंट इन दिस वर्ल्ड, राइट? सो बेसिकली सारी चीजों में चेंज आ रहा है, और सारी चीजें एज वी ऑल नो, न्यूज में भी अगर आप पढ़ते होगे तो स्मार्ट हाउस से लेके एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू बी स्मार्ट, राइट ना. अगर हम लेटेस्ट अगर बात करें तो स्मार्ट कार्स जो हैं ऑटो पायलट वाली, right? So basically it's what it's related to this internet of things. Okay, IoT as a network to network. So this is a general thing that has been shown in for network, that is business network or several other networks like connected to each other, or we can call it individual networks connecting together like with each other with proper security, analytic and management, right? So this network connect with added security or analytic and management capabilities. So this will show or allow IoT become more powerful with the help of some people, with the help of some people achieving it. So knowing management, that is turning data into wisdom like data. After that, it will go for the information. Information would be which show or will give the answer to your questions. That is how the term how, right? How this will happen, right? So knowledge will give that answer to you or humankind, right? Understanding, that is appreciating of why, and wisdom, that is evaluated understanding, right? So less to more info, a more important way में ये पूरा ग्राफ जा रहा है, like data अगर gathered हो रहा है तो data से wisdom तक जाने के लिए, यानी for complete understanding, IoT will plays a very important role in our life. So this, the more data is created, the better understanding and wisdom people can obtain, right? So जितना ज़्यादा data gathered हो रहा है from various sensors and from various devices, whether it is small or large, लेकिन उसको वो चीज का इतना ही नॉलेज हमारे पास गैदर हो रहा है, और उतनी अच्छी तरीके से हम वो चीज को समझ पा रहे हैं. ओके, द फ्यूचर ऑफ IoT की अगर हम बात करें तो IoT is now everywhere. Like what happened when 50 machines become connected, right? Now you know that ke agar industries की अगर हम बात करें तो they can connect to they want fully automatic machineries, like that the machinery can think itself and then modify itself like that, right? So basically the future of IoT is very bright, and that of if we are talking about the for the consumer part or for the organization part, दोनों के लिए इंडस्ट्रियल ले रहे हैं या कॉमर्शियल ले रहे हैं, दोनों के लिए ये फ्यूचर ऑफ IoT बहुत ही ब्राइट है और इतना ही प्रोडक्टिव है. Okay, यहाँ पे कुछ वैल्यूज ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज दी हैं. द इंटरनेट इज यूज दैट इज कनेक्टेड मशीन विद डेटा could eliminated up to 150 billion in waste across the industries. Like यहाँ पे कुछ industries हैं जिनमें already segments of type of saving वगैरह और estimation over 50 years दिया है, estimation दिया है potential um, 1% saving का when it applying using this IoT across the global industrial sectors, right? तो इतना फायदा हो सकता है या फिर इतना परसेंटेज सेविंग हो सकता है. तो एविएशन है, पावर है, हेल्थ केयर है, रेलवे है, ऑयल एंड गैस है. So these are the biggest industries, or we can call it the important part in the industrial area that need to be um, cover first, and in that IoT is going to boost its potential. Whereas coming to the saving point, that is saving of anything, like if it's we are talking about aviation, so it shows 1% fuel saving. Power, it's also 1%. Healthcare, 1% reduction in system inefficiency, right? So this will create more potential for the industries that is going to use the IoT. Okay, so क्या क्या IoT कर सकती है? तो it will unlock the massive potential of reduced cost. It will create new revenue stream. It will also create innovative services, and it will improve the performance of some particular industries, right? So ये सारी चीजें पे impact हो सकता है. ये technology roadmap दिया है IoT का from the year 2000 to this इंक्रीजिंग जैसे चल रहे हैं वैसे IoT कितना डेवलप हुआ है और उसने कितना काम किया है इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए, राइट? नाउ हियर एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ IoT, this one is the important or main topic what we call. The whole chapter is totally depend on this applications, right? So ultimate goal of IoT is to automate human life, right? As simple as that. आपको माइंड में इतना ही रखना है कि अगर IoT आप यूज कर रहे हैं तो हम क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं, यानी ह्यूमंस को क्या बेनिफिट है, तो दैट विल ऑटोमेट its human life. That means whether we are talking about the services or the things what we are using, it will automate each and everything. Fine. So let us see what are the applications. So here, building and home automation, manufacturing, medical and healthcare system, media, environmental monitoring, infrastructure management, energy management, transport or transportation, or better quality of life for adults. Right, so these are the few of the applications of IoT, right, कि जिसमें हम अभी देख सकते हैं उसका ग्रोथ, राइट? लेकिन बहुत सारी ऐसी एप्लीकेशंस हैं जो जिन पे अभी काम हो रहा है और IoT बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट दे भी रहा है, राइट? सो यहाँ पे टैग लिखा हुआ है, यू नेम इट एंड यू विल हैव इट इन IoT, राइट? कौन सी भी फील्ड आप या एप्लीकेशन आप ले लो, वी कैन anyhow connect those thing into with the IoT, right? So building and home automation की अगर हम बात करें तो सपोज यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल है, होम कंज्यूमर है, ट्रांसपोर्ट में, हेल्थ केयर, बिल्डिंग एंड सिटीज, राइट? सो बेसिकली होम कंज्यूमर, अब अगर हम हमारे जैसे लोगों की ही बात करें तो बेसिकली हम देख रहे हैं अभी के इट विल गिव इट्स और it's connected with the IoT, like light bulbs हैं, security manner में अगर हम बात करें तो वो भी improve हो रही है with the help of IoT, right? Internet of things, whether the things that is connected to the internet and give it services, right? So basically वो सारी चीजों को हम add on कर सकते हैं. फिर आप pet feeding की बात कर लो, irrigation controller, smoke alarm, refrigerator, washer, dryer, stove, energy monitoring, everything is connected nowadays. Everything is connected to the internet, and by this way you can control it from anywhere. अगर आपके घर पे इंटरनेट है और आप पूरे घर को कंट्रोल करना चाहते हो तो you can do that, right? So IoT ये एक सर्विस बोले या फिर एक एडवांटेज बोले, ये देता है आपको, राइट? ट्रांसपोर्ट की अगर हम बात करें, ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्टर में तो ट्रैफिक रूटिंग, टेलीमेटिक्स, पैकेज मॉनिटरिंग, स्मार्ट पार्किंग, इंश्योरेंस एडजस्टमेंट्स, सप्लाई चेन, शिपिंग, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट, एयरलाइन, ट्रेन एक्सेट्रा, ये सारी चीजों में अभी IoT का ज्यादा से ज्यादातर इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। बॉडी हेल्थ या फिर हेल्थ के बारे में बात करें तो पेशेंट्स केयर, elderly monitoring, then remote diagnosis, equipment monitoring, hospital hygiene, biovariable food sensors, etc. ये सारी चीजें हेल्प करती हैं टू इम्प्रूव आवर हेल्थ स्ट्रक्चर। बिल्डिंग और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में ऑब्वियसली सिक्योरिटी तो हर जगह पे आएगी। देन HVAC, लाइटनिंग, इलेक्ट्रिकल ट्रांजिट्स और इमरजेंसी अलर्ट्स, या फिर हो गया स्ट्रक्चरल इंटीग्रेसी, राइट, एनर्जी क्रेडिट। तो ये सारी चीजें हैं जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से रिलेटेड है, एंड दैट विल क्रिएट a good boost or shows its good services to the humankind. Cities हैं तो इलेक्ट्रिकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, मेंटेनेंस, सर्विलेंस, यूटिलिटीज, स्मार्ट ग्रिड्स हो गया, एनर्जी सर्विसेज, एनर्जी सेक्टर रिलेटेड, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट के लिए। तो ये सारी सर्विसेज हैं जो सिटीज और इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए में इस्तेमाल हो रही हैं, और ये एप्लीकेशंस आप लिख सकते हो, राइट। सो बेसिकली these are the applications and things that has been used. यहाँ पे स्मार्ट पार्किंग का एक एग्जांपल लिया है, $41 billion by providing visibility into the availability of parking space across the city, right? By this way you can do that. That means the resident can identify and reserve the closest available space, or traffic warden can identify non-compliant uses of municipalities and introduce demand-based pricing, right? So by this way it can be useful, right? ओके, वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में स्मार्ट सिटीज में कैसे उसका इस्तेमाल होता है, सेंसिंग एज अ सर्विस, राइट। सारे डेटा को कलेक्ट किया जाता है क्लाउड प्लेटफॉर्म पे, दैट विल सपोर्ट एज सेंसिंग एज सर्विसेज, और ये सारी चीजों को कैसे डिस्पोज करना है उसका भी एक प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट हो सकता है। while as coming to the tracking of this bulk, it can be also provided by the use of this waste management services and with the use of IoT, right? So these are the basic overview of whole applications. Here with you people have to do one thing, that is you have to just take out your this syllabus and just write points, fewer points, or prepare questions that is given to it, like application. If first question, okay, so if first question for this unit number 5 is write in various application of IoT, or write short note on food application of IoT, right? So you have to prepare one particular answer for food application, secondly for healthcare, third for water quality, warehouse, driver assistant, collision impact. You will get lots and lots of material for these topics, right? So we are not going to see these topics into the detail, just you have to prepare the answer for it, because we have already discussed this thing into the into the introduction of the chapters, sorry, of this subject, right? So this fifth chapter is very basic and very common. You'll get good material on web also, and just prepare your answer for this particular unit number 5, right? That is basically your work for today's session, right? Yes, so here with concluding our session, I'm going to stop this recording, and then we'll have some question answers. Just a minute.